So fill me in. I'm expecting some hot news here from you here today. So,
Well, I think we're about up to 85, 88 resumes. So
okay.
we are in the midst of moving to our new office on Friday.
Yeah,
So I am kind of okay. I have a cat here.
that's
I am
okay.
I am trying to get everything situated. I'm going to start setting up. As we checked today, they've got the office work done or pretty close to it. So we're sure going to get the keys on Friday. So
Perfect.
I'm going to go ahead because I want to do the interviews at the new office versus trying to do it at the old office, which is in shambles.
Gotcha.
Tomorrow I'm basically going to call, set appointments now that I saw the office is going to be ready, start setting up appointments, screening, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
One thing to keep in mind here, because this is going to be much different than what you've ever done in the past before for hiring, because up until now, you've been putting ads out, I'm assuming. Well, you told me, you're like, I've been wasting money on
Yeah. Oh dear
monster.com,
God. Yeah.
Craigslist,
Yeah.
ugh, who knows who's
Yeah.
going to show up from there. And you've had to do it one at a time, at a time, at a time, which, by the way, is a huge investment of your time. When you have to dedicate a whole hour to one person and then they either don't show up or they don't work out or whatever, that's crazy. You don't have to do it that way. So, recruiting is going to be very different. Like, recruiting is large volumes, and then you're going to get groups of people out of there that work. And even if you only get one person out of there that works, which would be
Yeah.
very surprising, but if you did, like, it's still faster than doing it the old way, which is hire someone, baby them for 6 weeks, take them by the hand, because then if they don't work out, like, that was a waste of time too. So here's what you're going to get used to here, because sometimes the expectations can be a little bit challenging when you're doing recruiting this way. But the way that we have the ads set up, we should be attracting, for the most part, pretty decent people. Like, we should not be attracting many scoundrels or scallywags. Okay, you're going to get some because they exist. But for the
Yeah.
majority, you should be getting decent people to choose from. But the great thing is, with this large volume, you're going to be able to have the luxury of being picky, which before you couldn't be picky. It was like, well, I hope Gary on
Oh yeah.
crutches works out. Like, you had
Yeah.
to.
I hope he shows up. That'd be nice.
Exactly. So here's what to get used to, okay? You might feel like, oh my gosh, 88 resumes. Like, I got 88 resumes in how many days was that, Lisa?
Like four.
4 days. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. 22 people a
I
day.
mean, it
That's
was
awesome.
crazy. I mean, I put it on, and within 5 minutes, I mean, it was like boom, 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 boom. And then I would print the one so Kurt would, take a look at them, and then I'd have 10 more the next day to print, and 10 more. I mean, it was like insane.
Yeah,
It was crazy. I
that's
mean, I was out of
awesome.
town, and I was like at my daughter's golf tournament. And I kept looking at my phone, bing, bing, bing. I was like, whoa, it's crazy.
That's
So,
awesome. Did you ever think in a million years you would have too
no,
many people applying to work for your
yeah.
sales
I
position?
mean, never. And we've had such the hardest time, and that's hard. We've literally said for years, if we could get a bunch of people on, life would be so much easier.
Right.
And yeah, for years and years, we've talked about that. So,
Excellent. Well, now you've got the system in place, you have the training in place. Like, you guys are ready to be a well-oiled machine and just start cranking. So,
yeah,
but if you are
yeah,
doing it on a larger scale, you have a lot more potential there, and it's not going to take you any more time. Because here's the beauty of this, Lisa. If you run that interview Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and it takes you an hour each, that's 3 hours. You would have been interviewing 45 people, and in that same amount of time, you would have only normally been interviewing three people,
yeah, completely.
right?
Yeah. I mean, in the olden days too, I mean, we were like shocked. I mean, we scheduled so many people to come in, you make it around your day, and they never show.
Yep.
And so, I mean, we kind of get that reality of that a lot of times, but with these numbers, it's exciting. And to look what the people have posted already, the stats that they have has been very helpful.
Yeah.
Just the stuff that they put on, so I could see kind of, I guess they put on 17 show, whatever, and that has helped a lot.
Yeah.
So that helps on the expectations.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's brilliant. I think we got to do something new. I mean,
Yep.
we've got to do something new. And we're at that point that we need to change things up or or retire, one of the two.
Yeah.
So,
You don't need to. The business is still. That's the thing, though. You're in a new era of the business here, because
yeah.
there's all these cowboys who are doing it the old-fashioned way, and the cool thing about it is they're still going to make a great living, but at what cost and sacrifice? So you guys are going to be able to approach the game very differently than anybody else is approaching it, and you're going to get great results because of it. You're going to rise above all these other guys that are doing it the old ways, training people one at a time, putting an ad on Craigslist, interviewing people one at a time at Starbucks.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So
well, my daughter, a business major, she's a freshman business major. She's coming home for spring break next week, and I said I was going to spend some time and do interviews and stuff. Like, she's like, do you mind if I kind of sit in and kind of see what's going on? And I'm like, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, okay, well, that's going to be cool. That's going to be really cool. And I'm like, okay. So,
that's right.
But what I did is I took all the stuff that you sent, I printed it all, put it in a notebook. I've been rehearsing kind of pretty much.
Perfect.
And reading it through, you know, practicing, getting down to the nitty gritty on it. So, but
Perfect.
I put it in a cute little notebook.
Nice.
So, but it's very self-explanatory. I know there's going to be little, you know, bumps and stuff we'll learn, but I'm excited to be kind of part of the groundbreaking stuff. So,
yeah.
When I saw it, I had such a struggle when it comes to writing the ads. That is one of the frustrating parts of this business, and to be able to tackle it and have somebody else, you know, help. I mean, you know, it's a struggle. It really is a struggle in this business. And Kurt and I've said for the longest time, if we could just get a bunch of people and get, you know, rolling and just find that one person time, you put all that interest in that one person and then they're gone.
Yeah.
You know, and so, yeah, to be able to change it, do it in bulk, I'm all about it. So
perfect.
It just amazes me, the realm of people that we have that have sent in resumes. I mean, it's such a broad spectrum. We've got adjusters, you know, and then we've got guys who drive forklifts. I mean, it is a very broad spectrum.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, very frankly, tired of the old school storm chaser dude who's going to lie, who's going to go in there and get their commission, and I'm just tired of the old school, dude who goes from company to company. So I want young, I want fresh, I want to train them, and I want them to, you know, I don't want them to have any bad habits. I want new and fresh.
Exactly.
And, you know, I'm tired of the old dudes. I'm tired of the old stormtrooper dudes. And
me too. I want 50% commission. I want you to buy me a truck, and I'm going to disappear with a bit. Yeah. Pay for my meals. I want per diem. Nah. Yeah, those people are just prima donnas.
I can sell, you know, whatever.
But I need gas money. I can sell, but I need gas money.
Yeah. I don't have a place to live, but I can sell. I'm a really good salesman. I can sell.
You guys have any room in the back office where I can, like, crash?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh my God!
I thought you said you sold $1 million last year, Tom. Yeah. I know.
I'm just over it. So I want the new people. I want the people that can go ahead and, you know, we can train.
That's the whole thing. Is, you know, it's gonna be really fun. I cannot wait to hear, like, what happens this week for you guys and for everybody else that's in this program right now. Like, it's getting exciting, Lisa.
Yeah. I can't believe how many people are just gone crazy, but it is such a huge need. It's an unbelievable frustration with everybody in the business, and I'm glad it kind of made me feel that I wasn't alone on that everybody seems to have that bug up their butt about the hiring, and just, it's a thorn. It really is a thorn, and I'm hoping, you know, with this whole thing, it can't go wrong. I mean, how can I not find, with this many people, how can I not find people? I mean, I would be an idiot. So, you know, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I just could not believe it, because I said to Kurt, I didn't even do the, on the Indeed, the extra advertising or anything. I just did the free one, right?
Yep.
And I said to Kurt, I'm going to try this. And if it works, I'll confess, you know. And then I said, but I'm just try the free one and see, you know, if I need to pay the extra $10 or some craziness like that. I can imagine what would happen if I paid the extra $10. I mean, I've never heard of the site. Never knew anything about it. And then when I saw your notes, I'm like, let's try to put this stuff together here.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I started matching things up, and I said, okay, Kurt, I'm a little guilty, but this is what I did. And then they started coming in. I was like, whoa, okay, all right, okay. So that's when I had to confess.
Well, that's the beauty of the whole thing, is it's like, I love that you did that, because, like I said, it gave me such a brilliant idea. Give everybody the ad for free. Run the ad. Because as soon as they have that many people, they cannot move forward without the rest of the program. They have to have it.
Yeah, well, that's why I called. I said, okay, I need help. I need help right now. I just don't know what to do now. Here, help me. Yeah. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. So that's why I was like, okay, here's my card. I need help.
Yeah.
So
the thing that we did with the ad, though, is we wanted to strike a balance, because there are two ways to run an ad. One, be very vague, get a lot of people to show up, but then really keep very few of those.
Yeah.
Or you run a very direct ad that's like, we door knock, we are door-to-door salespeople. Get very few responses, but the people that do respond are pretty much already in. So we struck the balance with that ad to be in between so that we're pretty direct about it, but not in a scary way, so that we're getting a good volume of people, but able to harness as many of those as we can. It's in between those two, opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's magic. So
it is.
It's magic. So yeah, money. It's perfect timing for us. So, March comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. So we're just going to see how much of a lion we have here.
Exactly.
So.